Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majestic back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Studios with your Talking Live weekend forecast update here on your July the 1st, 2026. Yeah, I said weekend update. I'll be taking the next 4 days off for a little breakdown in Florida, but I want to make sure I got you guys prepared for what to expect as we're dealing with a plenty of heat. And boy, when you got this kind of heat around, you definitely got a great fuel source for some big-time thunderstorms. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch we're going to watch for today. Might get some more severe weather for tomorrow. And the good news on the 7-day, it's still looking like we're going to start to cool things down a bit as we go into early next week. Now, before we get rolling here on this full report, if you're new here to the Talking Live Broadcast Channel's Facebook page, please give us a follow. And if you're watching over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. But very importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all future weather updates just like this one. All right, let's go ahead and start off with a live look there in Chattanooga as we're looking at some sunshine, some clouds around, not looking bad. It's just awfully steamy. Again, those feel-like temperatures well into the triple digits. A lot of extensive heat out there. Same across North Georgia as well over toward Helen. Those heat advisories and extreme heat watches even up for parts of Northwest Georgia going for tomorrow. It's going to be brutally hot, especially tomorrow. Looks like the hottest day of the week so far. Here's up right now what we're seeing. We do have right now a severe thunderstorm watch out for parts of Tennessee, North Georgia, and Alabama. Here, as we could see some isolated severe thunderstorms. We've already got a couple of them out there already over into Alabama. You kind of see those over near the Scottsboro area and over near Coleman. There's another one over there. So we got some spotty severe thunderstorms already out there. And with this kind of heat around, that's definitely not a big surprise here as temperatures are warming up here into the 90s at, just after the noon hour. And things are very, very sticky and just a lot of heat for these storms to feed off of. That's for sure. Let's look at the local radar here. Again, you got to see what's going on here as we can look at the sweep here from the radar, kind of showing you where those storms are going to be. They're going to be isolated, folks. You're just going to get these little pop-up storms that each one of these things can go ahead and light up and become severe. So you're going to get some very heavy rains, maybe some 1-inch hail possibilities with this thing, a lot of lightning and some wind energy. So again, watch out for these if you get one of these overhead in your neighborhoods. Okay, so I'm not expecting anything widespread. They're going to be pockets. That's what you're going to see. Looking at the regional perspective, again, you got to see where that watch is currently in effect there across portions of extreme southern Tennessee, Alabama, back over toward Georgia, parts of South Carolina, all in that little box there for that severe thunderstorm watch, which goes until 9 o'clock for tonight. And the satellite picture, boy, these things show up very nicely on a satellite picture. Look at these little blossoms. They look like exploding cotton balls coming up in here. Here's one there, and you see the loop here over the next side. There's one there, Scottsboro. There's one over here. So you get the gist. We got these nice little popcorn storms that we're going to have to deal with here for the rest of today. So this is where we have that outlook here for today, that level 2. For severe weather, thus the watch box, but we're probably going to do it again for tomorrow. Look at this. We got this again going into yellow for a lot of East Tennessee, North Georgia, parts of Alabama going into your Thursday, and looking at Friday, just a general thunderstorm threat for now. That could change, but again, just get ready for a possibility of a summertime thunderstorm that just got a little more oomph to it than we would traditionally see. So as we take a look at the latest forecast models here, definitely favoring these very robust storms. You see them just kind of exploding and moving on off. And they're moving from a different direction. That's another thing that's kind of weird with this, is that they're moving this way. So that's what's going to continue to be the case here over the next day or so. So let me slow this down here as this kind of goes on through here, running here all the way through to Saturday. So as you can see, the storms here for this afternoon, definitely firing up big time over there into Alabama, and then moving on off toward to the west. And then we settle back down, and then tomorrow we get the daytime heating. Oh, there it goes, 3 o'clock. We start to pop up again, and we get some more storms coming on through the area. So you see that again by 6 o'clock coming through the Chattanooga area. So we got some more storms going in for tomorrow as well. So looks like we stay a little bit active. There's a few more storms here on Friday. Friday's doesn't look quite as bad. So it looks like Friday we kind of cool things down a little bit, and then Saturday we'll see how the 4th of July works out. I think 4th of July will be pretty isolated, I think, going into the 4th. So a little more active with the thunderstorm activity here for the rest of your Wednesday and for Thursday before we kind of back things off a little bit briefly for Friday and Saturday. All right, so look at your weather map here. Again, no real big features in here. We just got just a little bit of weakness that's just kind of coming down in here. And again, when you got this kind of buoyant air mass and you got this tropical heat, it doesn't take much, folks. Like, throwing a match on gasoline. It's just going to light it up, and that's what we're seeing here for this afternoon. So looking at your forecast here for tomorrow, again, 99 there in Chattanooga, 77, 30% chance of storms. Again, isolated severe, cannot be ruled out once again for tomorrow. And check out these, look at these high temperatures for tomorrow. I mean, these are just absolutely brutal here as we go into the day, going into your Thursday, 90, 98, 98, 99. I mean, just a very hot day to say the least there as you start your day on Thursday. So just get ready for that. And as well as all across the Southeast, we're looking very, very hot here. The high resolution is even pumping out 100 here in Chattanooga for you Thursday. So again, use extreme caution if you're going to be outside for any length of time because of the heat. And if you get up under one of these thunderstorms, you definitely want to head inside. They're probably going to have a lot of lightning with them, especially with this kind of heat energy available. All right, here's the rest of the 7-day forecast here as, again, we're staying very, very hot through the 4th of July. And then the rain chances start to come back up. Better coverage. The temperatures start to come back down. And notice by Tuesday and Wednesday, we're hovering right around 90 degrees, which is seasonable, and overnight lows still staying in the 70s. But at least the intense heat wave should start to break as we go into early next week. Now, with all these big-time thunderstorms around, guys, I've got a free gift for you. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. It is our North Georgia Majestic weather app. You can get it there from the Apple Store, or for your Android users there at Google Play. There's the QR codes right there. QR code on top's for Apple. The one on the bottom's for Google. Go ahead and snapshot that. Download this app. It's going to alert you when there's rain approaching your area, lightning nearby, severe weather alerts, hour-by-hour forecast, as well as a futurecast. Got an idea where that rain is expected to go over the next hour. This brought to us by our app sponsors there at Roof It Forward out of Woodstock, Georgia, one of the premier roofing companies in North Georgia, who give a portion of every job back to local children's charities. They truly do pay it forward. It's a win-win all around, so check those guys out if you get a chance. Again, an active weather day this afternoon with some spotty storms that may be severe. Again, the heat wave continues this week. Please use caution out there, and you guys have a great and safe 4th of July weekend. Again, look after your buddies. Make sure you practice good safety outside with the heat, with thunderstorms, and with the firecrackers too, for that matter. So you guys be safe out there. We'll be back up here again for daily reports starting on Monday, as family and I are going to be heading on down to Florida for the next 4 days. All right, you guys take it easy. Y'all be good, stay safe, and we'll talk to you real soon. Y'all be good, safe out there. Bye-bye.